Good afternoon, everyone. I'd give you a quick panoramic view. The colors seem to be a little brighter today. The blues are bluer, the greens are greener. We got 3 to 4 inches of rain over the last 2 days. So over here at the Carter James, moving the south poles from the back pasture to the front pasture. So after not having, hardly any rain to speak of for the last 2.5 months, I think we had an 1.25 inches cumulatively over that time. We got almost 4 inches in the last 2 days. So things have really popped back, which is really unbelievable. So hopefully this will buy us a little more time grazing. Here we are in the afternoon on Thursday, the 26th of October, and we're about 75 degrees. I'm in shorts and a polo shirt. It's real nice. Cattle are grazing. We still got horn flies, so we're still warm. But huge change coming this weekend. We're going to get winter type temperatures starting on kind of Saturday. I think our highs are going to be down in the 40s, and then we're going to be dropping down to freezing. We'll get our first freeze this weekend. Light freeze, I think, on Saturday night, going to get down to right about 32 degrees. And then hard freezes on Sunday night, Monday night, and Tuesday night. Tuesday night, they're saying we'll get down to 19 degrees. Sunday, I think, is going to be the worst day overall because they're saying the high is 37 degrees with an 80% chance of rain. So those are the scenarios that I really don't enjoy when you're getting close to freezing and you've got moisture coming. I'd rather have it be 25 degrees or 20 degrees and dry, just because the moisture really adds a different element. So let's look at the cattle. There's a number of them that have started putting on their winter coats. I was noticing Comanche, he's still really slick, so he has not yet started putting on his winter coat, but I'm guessing his body's going to get shocked this weekend with the cooler weather. So we moved up here into the front pasture. They're just on this right side of the driveway here, and then they'll be here probably through tomorrow, and then we're going to be rotating them across the driveway over to this other front pasture where they will actually have access to the corrals, and I will give them access to the stable, just since it's going to be such a big drastic drop in temperature. So going from 75 today to here in the next couple of days, we'll have a high of 40 degrees cooler. So, but fall is definitely here. Just a beautiful day, and we're getting cold, but it looks like we're gonna pop back up into the 60s. So for highs, and then lows in the 40s. So we still may grow some grass that will maybe buy us a couple weeks of grazing. So that would be really good. So as you can see, we've stored up on hay. Might roll out a bale of oat hay, just because they say that's supposed to be real high in protein this weekend when it gets a lot cooler for these south poles. Also kind of interested, that's not the right word. Want to really, I need to get some straw set up for the sheep and the dogs, especially Indy and Mac being younger. I don't think Mac's got a real thick coat yet, so he could get chilled a little easier. So tomorrow's going to be spent doing a lot of prep, getting ready for the next couple days with the animals. One thing you realize with this is you got to be out in front of this weather, because once you get into the weather situations, so oftentimes there's very little that you can do in the moment. So trying to plan ahead. Also going to be getting some firewood tomorrow. I'll probably start our first fire for the season, just so we'll not have to run the furnace as much. But just wanted to show you the colors. It's just an awesome view, awesome day. So. All right, I'll run back to the home place. We'll get some footage of the sheep. I want to talk about the sheep a little bit, how good they're doing, and it's always good to see pictures of Coda, Honey, Mac, and Indy. Hey, so I want to do an update on the sheep and the dogs, but I was driving out here and I noticed that Coda is over here laying with the sheep, watching them as they're at the way into this paddock. And then there's our rams and their Lamborghini, and then Honey's over there laying on a hay trailer, and Indy and Mac were over there kind of hanging out with her. So I know that kind of makes me question whether or not the young dogs are bonded with the sheep yet. Honey, this is typical Honey's deal. She sleeps most of the day, and Coda kind of takes on the day duties. So it is just interesting to see how they're developing and how they're managing the sheep. And I guess as long as someone's paying attention, that's all I probably really care about. So we'll head out here and say hi to them. Honey and Coda had figured out that it's probably a pretty decent spot to lay on when they can get up on the hay trailers, especially during nice days. Stay back from the fence. There's Indy and Mac. Good dogs. Yep. So these dogs are coming along nice. Stay down. Stay down. I do give them treats. Hey, honey. You getting warm here in the sun? It got to be almost 80 degrees today, didn't it? Oh, you want that one? Okay, you can have that one. Alright, so she's just going to stay. Good girl. Really good girl. Good girl. Then here's Mr. Coda. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. He's got to be quick because these little rugrats try to steal his treat. So this upper pasture is a brome field, and I know brome is really great. It's high in protein. I know from observation, it seems like the brome does not grow back as fast, and this year might not be a good year to say that, given how we've just had very little rain. Hey, you guys gonna come out here? Hey, Indy. Hi, Mac. Hi, good dogs. Let's go see the sheep. Let's go see the sheep. So it might not be fair to be as critical of it, but we just haven't got any rain. But you know, having this huge rainstorm, 3 to 4 inches fell. We need to move the rams too. I just gave them a bunch of hay today. It's interesting to see how the field is popping back a little bit. There's more green that you can see in there, but again, we're pretty late here, and then we're gonna get some hard freezing. Hey, you are just a sweetie. So I've talked about the sheep. When the sheep got here, we bought a lot of coals and sheep that might have been a little small, or coals, sheep that people kind of need to thin their herds. And let's see here, we did lose a handful of them. We lost a couple young ones, and I believe we've lost 2 older ones. Just seemed kind of sickly, but this is the oldest one that came out of the group, and she's still hanging around. But when we got them, there were lots of them that they were just really sunk in, not real healthy. And I say not even healthy, that one right in the middle, some of them still had heavy hair coats in July, in the summertime. So that was not great. But they've all, I shouldn't say they all, a large portion of these they started to slick off a little bit, and now they need to start getting their winter hair coats a little bit. This one right here has always been a small one, so she's not growing out that great, but all of them have just really gotten pretty plump. So I'm real happy with that. Oh look, see the sheep kind of, they can get a little aggressive. Let's watch. She might stamp her foot. She might even chase Indy. Good girl, Indy. Good girl. That's a good girl. So yeah, since Indy's small, some of these ewes can be a little aggressive to them sometimes, which is good because it holds them in check. I'm real curious when the training comes along, when they get bigger. Hey. When these guys get bigger, if the ewes will still try to stand their ground, but maybe they'll set a precedent with them. So anyhow, we'll walk through here a little bit. Like I said, I'm just really happy with how they've plumpened up, especially going into winter here. And we're getting some green grass. I'm just real thankful that we got that rain. It's real helpful. Maybe we'll get a little bit of growth, but with the real cold temperatures coming this weekend, I don't know that we're going to get it's going to definitely stifle the grass. Whereas if we had another week or two of really good temperatures, I think the grass would give us a few more weeks of grazing. But we have a few you can see that have heavier hair coats, but again, they should start putting on their hair coats. Those ones that have heavy hair coats, they'll appreciate it this weekend when it's cold. But real happy with how thick, especially some of the older ones. Some of them, the older ones, they were extremely sunken in. You could see their hip bones. It was pretty ugly. So, but they've really come along. So, and see the 26 here. So we got about another week to 10 days until we let the rams out for breeding. I'm always motivated, or not motivated. I'm always tempted to turn them out a little early. But then you'll always regret that when it comes lambing season in your mid to late March. I always like getting into April. We just have a smaller chance of having real severe weather in that time. So, Cody, everything going good out here? You taking care of everybody? Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. So, but these sheep, they do eat a lot, so we keep moving them. Keep moving them. All right, we're gonna get out of here. So thanks all for watching, everybody. There must have been a treat or something like there. As they. Hey, what'd you get, Coda? Oh, he must have buried it. I think he buried a treat. He buried a treat and he was then digging it, and they tried to steal it from him. But that's how these dogs figure out their dominance. So, all right, everyone, thanks for watching. God bless. And we'll see you on the next video.